Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert, that's me. This video contains things that I encounter throughout the day. If for some reason I complete a task and you would like to see the details, you can click on the link in the description area below. This video also contains tips and tricks that I learned throughout the years. I plan on leaving this video accessible for about 30 days. After that, you can view it through my Patreon account. Thank you very much for watching. We are in Port who? Port Hueneme?
Yes, sir.
California. That's close to Oxnard. Working on this 98 V70 T5M. It's probably the only one left that doesn't have the fender marker lights. And most people do that. And we're going to do a timing belt and a CV axle and take this thing for a drive and see how many races we can win. Timing belt done. The water pump's not that old, so the water pump did not need to be replaced. There's the date on the water pump there. Actually, this water pump is 12 years old, even though it hadn't been on the car that long. It's 2010-07. No evidence of leaking. So it's been on the car about 7-8 years. Yeah, so it's fine. We did the belt, tensioner, idler, new tensioner bolt, something that people are buying. I'm not really accustomed seeing purchased, but if you have this type of tensioner, that's called a mechanical tensioner. This timing belt setup is the exact setup of the 1999 and the 2000 model. So if you're in a situation where you have a 98 and they're asking you what the serial number is for the engine and you have this mechanical tensioner, just tell them the car is a 99 and you'll be fine. If you have the hydraulic tensioner, just tell them the car is a 96 or 97 and you'll get the correct belt. This belt, the last three of the numbers end in 331. The other belt, the last three of the numbers ends in 252. Let's move on to a CV axle after we get this wheel on. We're going to fire it up, make sure everything's tracking straight. We torqued everything down real good just to make sure we got a straight tracker and that tensioner keeps its position. Let it run for like 1 minute, then cut it off. Contact.
Oh, the power's off.
No battery. Oh, there ain't no computer in it either.
Yeah.
All right, don't worry about it. Yeah, let me put that stuff in. I don't have a computer in, a battery connected, serpentine belt on. We're going to fire this thing up, make sure it's tracking. Ooh, man, solid as a rock. Listen to that rumble. That's what the bears hear in the wood. Timing belt's done. We checked the minor oil leak on the cam cover bolt. That may be a continued situation. Check the spark plug on that thing. Put in a few pieces of hardware, and next up is that short CV axle on the driver's side. Next up, we worked on the squirters, made sure it worked. The nozzles were pretty much clogged and not quite pivoted in the right angle to squirt onto the glass. So we got that sorted out. Had to pull the trim down and the panel loose from this side and make sure the fluid was coming out of the back. And it was. So we cleared the squirters, adjusted them. They have a pivoting ball in there. You can adjust them with a needle. I use that needle right there to adjust them, and it's good to go. He's got a rattle in this passenger door here. I think it's that lower window track that was mangled on Lemonade the other day. He had a headlight that was pointing very high, kind of hitting the trees. I had that problem with Little Red in the past, and this reflector was loose in this jewel. And now this outer reflector is not in the proper position. So I'm going to remove that headlight, take it apart, snap that properly in the position, reinstall it and try to adjust the light beam. Seems like the light beam is hitting a little bit toward the driver's side, so it needs a little right and left adjustment on that jewel. Cut the back of that light off to make sure it wasn't pushing on the back of that LED bulb so we can adjust the light. Then we tacked it back on with some epoxy and it's out. Man, probably about 1/8 of an inch, and that seemed to stop it. Adjusted it the best we could on that house and we should be good to go. Going to call it a night. Halloween night. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.